sometimes, particularly with my older stuff, it's quite abstract, and I like to just play with words sometimes and pick imagery that I feel goes with the melody. That's not always about something. But yeah, sometimes they're more personal, and even when they're more personal, occasionally I can't actually identify that, and then I'll notice it, like you say, like a bit further on down the line, like, oh, that's what I was thinking about then. I see it now really clearly, having been outside looking back in. But it's hard when you're kind of in the middle of it.
Oh, I am bold as brass, posing as gold.
It's a personal thing. It's an expression of yourself, and to already put a song out there, you know, is one thing, but then to have to kind of break it down into the nitty-gritty of what it might be about, that's you don't get that sort of conversation even with some of your closest friends. So, you know, you've got to sort of draw the line somewhere, otherwise you give yourself away completely.
And I was born with a healthy appetite for all that glisters white.
It was nice to have the time to make records and experiment for quite, you know, yeah, a year and a half or so, without the pressure of it being that debut album kind of looming in the distance. And it made me feel much more confident when it came to recording the album, that I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it.
Oh, to drown in your mind.
The only song that is actually old on it is a song called Here I Lie, which has now been changed. Now it's called Monday Afternoon, but it was, I did it a while back in a video for a fashion campaign, and I just wanted to let the dust settle really before I ever released that, and so that I could take that pressure off of having the acoustic version and try and do something more experimental with it in the studio without it being compared so much.
And if I'm brown or closer to my head, you can polish me for hours, but I'll always look best in your head.
But apart from that, it's 11 other songs, and they were all pretty much written in the last 6 months. This year, really. And we've started recording in, I think it was May, so they were written right at the beginning of the year, and a couple at the end of last year.
So I'll drown in your mind.
I think it's really exciting. I'd much rather be in this position and have people waiting for it to come out. I think that's I can't wait for people to hear it, so it's nice to know that there are people that want to hear it.